So, welcome back again, man. Welcome back again. You're back with a new video. Welcome to MMA 24/7. And well, UFC 318 just ended a couple hours ago, and it was a fucking excited card, man. I wouldn't say excited card, but it was not how I thought it was. It was good, man. The card was good. You know, especially few of the fights, and especially the main event, Max versus Dustin. Man, it was a BMF standard fight, and trust me, I'm the happiest man today, man. Trust me, you can feel my energy, man. I gotta accept the fact that I'm happy, that Max won and he didn't lose, because I was quite nervous. As a Max Holloway fan, I was nervous, especially when you are fighting with a guy like Dustin Poirier and BMF or a BMF title, and he's and he did it. So what I'm gonna do right now is do a full fight review. Just see how the fight went according to me, how good it went, and maybe who they should fight next, how the fight should go, how the next fight should go, something similar like that. Like I said, man, I love talking about MMA. I love making content about MMA. Let's watch from the early prelims, because here we don't get to watch early prelims, man. It's just prelims and main card. So let's see. Okay, and let's see who I predicted or thought. I didn't made a betting prediction, but picks. But let's just see. Let's not talk too much. Okay, okay, let's just cancel, huh? So Carl Judice versus, okay, this one, it didn't matter. Okay, so Bruno Ferreira won again. I knew it with submission against Jason McVie. That was expected. I was expecting it for Bruno Ferreira to win, especially Jason McVie. It was his debut in the UFC, and fighting against a guy like Bruno Ferreira, I think it was a bad matchup. Even I didn't get to watch this fight, but I'm happy. That's what I predicted, Bruno Ferreira to win, and especially with submission. Wow, man. So, and that too in the first round. This guy is a good prospect, man. He should get a good, in his next fight, he should probably get a good fighter, obviously not top 15, maybe top 15, who knows, man. But even if not top 15, some good prospects. So, see, Ryan Spann won, man. I knew it. Ryan Spann won with submission again, round 1 submission. Wow, man. So early prelims fighting did went well. Many prediction video in prediction content I saw. They were counting Ryan Spann out, but come on, man. Ryan Spann has a good experience in UFC. You can't count him out. He's a veteran. I'm happy. One thing I'm happy is Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute won, man. I'm happy. Too quick in round 1. Wow, that's good, man. Even he was being counted out. So here's the thing about Islam Dulatov, man. I didn't knew that this guy was that guy who used to do that ram walk or modeling. He was, because he looked good, man. He looked good in his last Dana White contender fight. So I didn't knew that. I forgot it, because I had known about him, but I didn't knew that he was that guy. So he was fighting with Adam Fugate, and Fugate is a good, striker. Not the best, not good, but he was quite decent. But Islam Dulatov, and he was good. Islam Dulatov is good. Even if it's Dana White contender, his elbows are good. So okay, and that too in this early prelims, everyone had round one win, man. Round 1, except for the women fights. Round 1 win. Wow, man, that's great, man. So now, yeah, from here I got to watch the fight. Let's see. It was from this guy's fight. Yeah, Teva Gautier versus Robert Valentin. Robert Valentin, I think he came from TUF, and he sucked, man. I'll be honest. I don't know if Gautier, is his name Gautier? Yeah, Gautier is that good, but he was quite powerful, and Robert Valentin couldn't do anything. So I think for Atiba Gautier, they should book him a good fight, man. Good fight, a good fucking fight, a good prospect. Middleweight, if you make middleweight exciting, it is exciting, but so Francisco Prado versus Nikolai Beltrán. This was a good fight as well. This was a good fight. Yeah, this was a good fight. So Nikolai did a good, he did a good defense, and it wasn't a defense, but it was like quite good. How do I say it? I suck at describing the grappling thing, but striking also it was good. He was good. Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vittori. Oh, this fight was good, man. It was good. Brendan Allen, I didn't expect. I thought I chose from here. My downfall started, man. My prediction went 0 from here. I expected Marvin Vittori to come out good, and he did fight good. He didn't fight good, I'm not gonna say he didn't, but I didn't expect Brendan Allen to be that good with with his striking. And Brendan Allen did good, man, against Marvin Vittori. So I think Brendan Allen should fight someone. He's already ranked number 10 now, I guess. So someone who's there in the middleweight division that he should fight. There's exciting fights for him, man. So this fight was good. Kyler Phillips is Vinicius Oliveira. This kid is good, man. He is good, this was a good fight as well. But not that exciting. I didn't feel that exciting, man. First round, Kyler Phillips did good. Okay, but of course, Vinicius Oliveira, he was able to adjust it, So after that, he came out good. So I think Vinicius Oliveira should get a good name. Anyone from top 10, man. I think he's ranked 15. I don't know. We should get someone top 10. If he's not ranked top 10, he should get someone top 10 ranked, man. Push these guys out. Push him not out. Push him forward. Make them move forward, man. So moving on to main card. So here I predicted this one. I didn't predict anything. I predicted the May the best man win, and this fight went exactly how I thought it would. This is why I didn't want it to, because Daniel Zellhuber was doing good, but Michael Johnson did what he had to do best. I knew exactly how Michael Johnson was going to come again in this fight against Daniel Zellhuber. It was a good fight. I liked it, and then Zellhuber did he did quite good, not best, but with that experience Michael Johnson had, I think like Daniel Zellhuber should have kept more distance against Michael Johnson, and should have approached him when countered him when Michael Johnson was coming forward. I saw that's where I saw few gaps where Daniel Zellhuber could have hurt Michael Johnson, but apart from that, Michael Johnson did no complaints against Michael Johnson. He did exactly what he does well, and he won. Even if it's decision, that's a great win, man. Especially when you're 39, I guess. That's a great win against a new young guy, man, winning this all, and that too. He hurt Daniel Zellhuber. So I think Michael Johnson should fight someone again, man. Some good name again, not the top of the top, but I think Michael Johnson. If I was a matchmaker, I think who did Rafael Fiziev fought last night? Rahamondas. I think Michael Johnson should fight that guy, man. I personally feel that fight is good, man, for Michael Johnson. Taking out all the young guys. This fight, I was disappointed with Danny Gay, man. Again, I predicted Danny Gay to win, and I expected him to win against Patricio Pitbull. I mean, he had a good game plan. He looked good. His striking looked decent. Danny Gay, he sucked, man. I'll be honest, he sucked like hell, bro. I expected much from Danny Gay. That's the thing about Danny Gay. Every time you think he's gonna do something, he doesn't. Every time you think he's not gonna do something, he fucking does something, man. You feel me? So Patricio Pitbull had a good game plan coming with this fight. Takedowns. Obviously, as a fan, you don't like those things, and there were a lot of boos. and it was quite boring maybe as a in a fan's perspective, but he had a good game plan. This is MMA, man. Fucking use whatever tools you have. So he has a win in UFC. Okay, one win, one loss. So I think the Patricio Pitbull should fight. There are many exciting fights in featherweight, bro. There are many exciting fights, but probably he's gonna get a good fighter next, a name fighter, a good name fighter other than Danny Gay. Josh Emmett maybe, because if he wants to be a champ, he has to fight some great fighters like guys like Josh Emmett, guys like Zalil is there, he's coming up. Guys like not the top 5, but anywhere from after top 5 to top 10, he should fight. He should fight that. He's a champion. He was a champion in other organization, but if he wants to get to the title, he should fight good. And this fight, moving on, this fight, again, I'm 0 here. I'm 2-0. My prediction, man. And again, I'm disappointed with Kevin Holland. Who would have expected that? Who would have fucking expected, brother? For Kevin Holland to fight like that, especially the first 2 rounds, man. D-Rod did great, man. Respect for D-Rod, man. He fought well. He hurt Kevin Holland many times. He fought well. No complaint. Kevin Holland did just well. And one thing he didn't do well was, excuse me, Kevin Holland he didn't talk, man. I think he should have done that more. He should have talked more. He should have gossiped more. He looked quite off today. And of course, third round he had D-Rod. He had him hurt, but D-Rod just did well. So I think Kevin Holland, who should he fight next, man? Who should he fight next? I don't know, man. This guy's like him and Danny Gay, man. I feel like these guys are quite tricky fighters, man. Sometimes when you think they're gonna win, they lose. When you think they're gonna lose, Kevin Holland won against Vicente Luque. Wow, can you expect that? And then he lost against Daniel Rodriguez. I'm not saying D-Rod sucks, but D-Rod fought like how I predicted. That gangster style, bang, stand and bang that. Kevin Holland did have few submission attempts, but again, man, he lost, man. So I think D-Rod should fight. I don't know who should D-Rod fight, because it's quite, you can't say they are in welterweight, they are good guys, man. They are fucking great guys. Welterweight is an hot streak right now, hot streak. So they are good guys, man. They are good guys. So I don't know if D-Rod can fight with them, but I hope they match good name in for D-Rod. Daniel Rodriguez, man. For Kevin Holland, they're good, exciting fights, but I don't know for Kevin Holland. Moving on to the co-main event, this fight was good. Again, I expected Kopylov to win. I'm 3-0 now, 3 losses now, 0-3. But Paulo Costa, my friend, Paulo Costa did good, man. He did good. Like, it felt like watching his prime days back, man. His prime days were back. He was on point, man. The way he fought, he looked sharp, especially against guy like Roman Kopylov. He looked sharp. His leg kicks were good, on point. He did perfect. It was a 10-on-10 fight for Paulo Costa, man. He did good. So, and Roman Kopylov, I think they should change his corner, man. You're losing all the rounds and you're telling your fighter that you're winning, bro. That's another level of being delusional. So Paulo Costa did great. I'm happy for Paulo Costa. Even though I expected Roman Kopylov to win. For Roman Kopylov, even though I don't want to act like an analyst or something, but I saw few. If you watch carefully, Paulo Costa keeps ducking down, man. I think for a guy like Roman Kopylov, he should have used that as an advantage for himself to land that head kick, man. Head kick. Because Roman Kopylov does has a win with a head kick, man. I felt like he should have used that more, but it was a total domination win by Paulo Costa, and Paulo Costa says he wants to fight with Khamzat. Khamzat is probably gonna be the next champ, I guess, next month. So I think there's a long road for that. Three fights at max. So middleweight, I think Paulo Costa should fight Brandon Allen, man. I don't know. Paulo Costa should fight Brandon Allen. Yeah, Paulo Costa should fight Brandon Allen. Because Cannonier Jarrett is fighting next. Paulo Costa should fight Brandon Allen. There is, who's that Robocop who won against Jack Hermanson last time. I forgot his damn battle names. That guy is there coming out with a win. Paulo Costa is there with a win. Brandon Allen is there. I think Paulo Costa should fight Brandon Allen. Yes. So anyways, moving on to the main event. And this fight was great, man. This fight was the main event fight, no boring fight, both of them, respect for Dustin for having that wonderful career. So, and this was like BMF standard, brother. This was, and here I may be 3-0, my prediction, not 3. Marvin also I predicted to win, so 4-0, 0-4, 0-4, and yes, but this fight I predicted Max to win. As a Max fan, I predicted him to win, and I thought, and I expected him to take this, to take it to decision, because the fight, I like studying Max fights, and the fight style he fights, and he fought exactly how I thought, that jab, right, that shot to the body, and he had a great win, to be honest. Even though Dustin Poirier, he did fall well, he had the moments, he did knock down Max Holloway, but man, this was a great fight, and respect to Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway for putting on, especially the 10-second. I don't know, I just felt Dustin Poirier didn't want that fire in the last 10 seconds. But Max is Max, man. I feel like Max is a momentum fighter, man. When in his last fight against Ilya, I don't think his momentum was going great, because when you see his fight against Justin Gaethje, from the first round he was bringing that momentum, and then again today also, on the first round he was hurting Dustin Poirier quite many times, man, and he was fighting smart. I think lightweight Max is a problem, brother. Lightweight Max is a fucking problem. So kudos to Dustin Poirier for a legendary run. He fought great guys, but I'm happy for Max. I'll be honest, I'm happy for Max. I wanted Max to win, because see, Dustin Poirier is going to retire, but Max is there. And now with a win against a guy like Dustin Poirier, lightweight is exciting now. Who is there? Ilya is a champ. Arman is next, probably. Paddy is there. Justin Gaethje is there. So probably they should do Ilya versus Arman. I keep saying that. Paddy versus Justin Gaethje, and I think Max versus Dan Hooker. They're probably gonna do that. I just feel like that, because I don't think Max Holloway should get a title fight right away, but UFC has one way. But there are many exciting fights, even business-wise, for UFC lightweight, because Max has history with Ilya, Paddy has history with Ilya, and Arman is likely next, the toughest competitor. So lightweight is in a tough situation. The matchmaking has the tough situation now, so it's not going to be easy for them. But I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Max should fight Dan Hooker next. Dan Hooker versus Max is a great fight for the BMF title. I don't know, somewhere co-main event, you do it for the co-main event, not the main, the co-main event next year maybe, but this year, at the end of the year, we don't know. But I think that's a great fight, Dan Hooker versus Max. After that, if Max wins against Dan Hooker, I think that's a fight to be made, because you're probably going to book Dan Hooker against Matthews Gamrot, or probably going to book Max Holloway versus Matthews. I think that fight is going to go, for Gamrot, because Gamrot is a good, book Gamrot versus Fiziev or anyone, but let the star powers do that thing. Let Max versus Dan Hooker happen. Let Justin Gaethje versus, probably Justin Gaethje is gonna retire next if he lose against Paddy. Let Paddy versus Justin Gaethje happen. But again, see, if Paddy versus Justin Gaethje happens, and Max versus Dan Hooker, and if Dan wins, or if Max wins, or if either Dan wins, and if Justin wins, or then what who's gonna get who, so I don't know, but that's not my problem. But I think Max should fight Dan Hooker because Ilya should fight Arman next, somewhere this October or November. I just feel like that this year. So, but you never know what UFC is putting, So let's see what happens. So yeah, it was a great fight, great card, way better than what I expected. Main event was good. I'm happy Max won. I was sweating. I'll be honest. Whenever Max fight, I sweat, man, because he's my favorite fighter. I don't want him to lose. But again, this is the MMA game, man. It's like either one win or loses. So it was a great fight, great card. So yeah. Now UFC Abu Dhabi card is there. Then the next, So I'm gonna come with a new breakdown again, and so signing off.